Today, we are talking about Mount Damavand, and this is so much more than just a mountain. It's a geological giant, sure, but it's also a mythological titan. We're talking about the highest point in the entire Middle East, a dormant volcano that literally breathes sulfur and is woven right into the soul of Persian culture.
You know, to really get this mountain, you can't just start with its height or its geology. You have to start with the poetry. This famous verse, it just nails it. The white demon with feet in chains, that's not just about the snow on the peak. It's about this immense, mythic power that's said to be imprisoned right under the surface.
And this really gets to the heart of the mountain's double identity. See, in ancient texts like the Shahnameh, Damavand is the eternal prison for some pretty nasty characters, the three-headed dragon Dahaka and the tyrant Zahak. So for centuries, it's been this powerful symbol of resistance, like a geological guardian watching over the nation's spirit.
And that's the real question, isn't it? We're going to shift from the myth and the legend to the very real, very practical, and completely awe-inspiring journey of what it takes to actually climb this thing today. Okay, let's get into it.
Before we even think about going up, we have to understand the world at the base of the mountain. Because it's not just rock and ice, it's a vibrant, thriving ecosystem that adds a whole other layer to Damavand's character.
Right at its southwestern foothills, you'll find Lar National Park. And this place is incredible. We're talking a protected area that is just bursting with life. Picture this, over 400 types of plants, including these huge fields of poppies that just paint the landscape red in June. It's home to golden eagles, brown bears, wild goats, all living in the shadow of this immense peak.
And here is your very direct, very warm reminder that Damavand is in fact a volcano. The mountain's inner heat creates the Larijan hot springs. All these therapeutic waters full of minerals. It's a testament to the powerful forces churning just below. It's basically a natural spa, courtesy of a sleeping giant. All right, let's get to the main event, the climb itself. Now, while there are something like 16 known routes to the top, most mountaineers focus on 4 main paths. And trust me, each one has its own personality and its own set of challenges.
So think of it this way. The south route, that's the classic. It's the most straightforward, the most popular, and the best equipped. The west route is a step up in difficulty, especially known for a really tough descent. If you're all about the views and you've got a bit more time, the northeast route is the longest, but wow, is it scenic. And the north face? Well, that's the expert level, the steepest, most technical, and really only for the most experienced climbers out there.
Now, this is absolutely crucial, your timing. Climbing Damavand in the summer is a very tough high-altitude trek. Climbing it in the winter, that is a completely different beast. I mean, the difficulty just skyrockets. You're dealing with conditions that make it comparable to a 7,000-meter Himalayan peak. Extreme cold, brutal wind, and serious avalanche risk. It is not a challenge to be taken lightly.
Okay, so you've picked your route, you've battled the altitude, you've pushed through that final grueling ascent. What's waiting for you at the top? What does it actually feel like to stand on the roof of the Middle East?
First, just let the sheer scale of it sink in. You're at 5,671 meters. That's 18,605 feet. You are officially at the highest point in Iran and the entire Middle East. And you're standing on the summit of the highest volcano in all of Asia. This is a globally significant peak.
The summit itself is otherworldly. You're standing on the edge of this huge, snow-filled crater. And the air, it has this distinct smell of sulfur, kind of puffing out from these vents called fumaroles. And the view? Oh, the view. It's just an unbroken 360-degree panorama above a sea of clouds. You are, quite literally, on top of the world.
That view, that feeling, that's what draws people from every corner of the globe. So if all this is speaking to you, if you're feeling that call, let's get practical. If you're seriously thinking about this climb, this is the essential, no-nonsense info you need to start your planning.
First things first, the permit. If you're not an Iranian national, you're going to need a climbing permit. It costs $50, and you get it from the Iran Mountaineering Federation at Camp 1 in Polar Village, which is the main jumping-off point for the southern routes.
So here's what a classic 3-day itinerary looks like for that popular south route. Day 1 is all about acclimatization, getting your body used to the thin air up at Camp 3. Day 2 is the big one, the summit push, which starts super early, and then the descent back to camp. And Day 3 is your final hike down and the drive back. It's a grind for sure, but it's a logical and efficient plan.
And finally, let's talk gear. Look,
This is not a casual day hike. Having the right stuff is non-negotiable. You need proper layers, a good down jacket, sturdy boots that you've already broken in, and trekking poles are a lifesaver. High-altitude sunglasses, a headlamp for that pre-dawn start, being prepared is absolutely key to a safe and successful climb.
So after all that, the myth, the incredible nature, the monumental challenge, we're left with this one thought. Climbing Damavand isn't just climbing a mountain. It's engaging with a legend. It's a journey that will test your body to its absolute limits, all while connecting you to a story that's thousands of years old. So, is it calling to you?